Hey guys, welcome to this overview of what our team is doing to help as many people as possible come into the Bitcoin space and play and win. We want to help educate you on what Bitcoin is and what it's not, help you acquire Bitcoin, and to help you multiply the Bitcoin that you get. And so it's a very, very exciting time for all of us to be able to take advantage of this new economy that's brewing out there. And I know lots of people are hearing lots of different things about it. Is it this? Is it that? How do you get it? I want some. I hear it's going up and up and up. And guys, I'm here to tell you, you are absolutely in the right place at the right time. And so I have done a few other introductory Bitcoin videos, and so I hope that you have seen them. If not, I can get you a YouTube link, or the person that shared this with you can get you a YouTube link that'll just let you see those introductory educational videos about what Bitcoin is, how it got created, and all that good stuff. We'll be covering some of that on this webinar, but for the most part, we won't go as deep as those videos go. And it'll give you a real strong foundation about why you should have it, what you should do, and how you can partake in this amazing new frontier of financial wisdom. I'll just put it that way, okay? So for me, for guys that you have never seen me or heard from me before, some of you are friends with me on Facebook, and some of you know me from some other business opportunities and business things that we've done together. I just want to say hi. I'm Kim Simpson Anderson, as you'll find me on Facebook, or just Kim Anderson. I have been married to the wonderful Ken for over 20 years. We have 4 children. And a few years ago, I was fortunate enough to work myself out of a job in corporate America and come home, because my strongest desire at that point was to raise my children and to actually be active in their lives. And so after having had some of that success in the home-based business arena, I sort of like to dabble, and I like to do the one-on-one, and I like to be able to meet people and to help them reach their goals. And so it's not surprising that we've sort of been led to this space, the cryptocurrency, and the one that we're focusing on right now is Bitcoin. And so what I want to do is want to get started with this, this overview of what we're doing and the strategy that we're going to talk to you about today. But first, what I want to do is get started. So let me share my screen. So give me just a moment. Cool beans. Here we go. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this works. Awesome. I believe we are where we want to be. So guys, I want to welcome you to the financial revolution. And let me tell you, and let me promise you that this revolution is not being televised. If you have not heard about cryptocurrencies, if you've not heard about Bitcoin and how you can benefit, I'm telling you, there's a whole nother realm of things going on that we want to help you become aware of, because I promise you, this is not being televised. And so we don't want people to feel left out. We want you to be able to get on board and benefit from being a part of the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin financial revolution. And so hang with me. This is the first time I've done a Zoom this way. So here we go. Now, how many of us, or how many of you have read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? And I know when it first came out, I might be aging myself a little bit, but nevertheless, when it first came out, Rich Dad, Poor Dad was revolutionary. And you know why? Because it was shocking to so many people, because Robert Kiyosaki forced us to acknowledge that our house was not an asset. He forced us to acknowledge it, and he forced us to get clear on the definition of what an asset is. An asset is something that puts income into your pocket, period, the end. And what you want is an appreciating asset, something that continues to go up in value, or something that can be converted to cash very easily for your use. And so I want to start off by telling you guys that one of the reasons you want to make sure you have some Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is an asset. It's an asset. And for the most part, not But for the most part, it is an appreciating asset. All right, here we go. So, brief history. Bitcoin was started in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. And nobody knows if Nakamoto is one person or three people, but what he or what they created is revolutionary. You know, I first heard about Bitcoin in 2011, um, but I didn't see how I could use Bitcoin sort of like in my everyday life, or how I could do it, how I could use it, how it could be beneficial for me. Back then, it was all about trading and buying and selling, buying it low, selling it high kind of thing. And it's not that it's not that today, but it's evolved a little bit more from that vantage point. So you got more options now with Bitcoin than you had then. And the technology of 2017 has actually caught up to what we can do with Bitcoin. And so now it's a good time for everyone to be involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. But we're going to focus on Bitcoin. Um, the beauty, I want to thank my husband for doing these slides. You'll see his matrix pictures here, and I'll explain to you why he used them in just a second. But what you can do when you purchase Bitcoin, now some people have said right now at the timing of this recording, Bitcoin is hovering around $6,000 to $7,000 per Bitcoin. And folks have said to me, like, it seems like it's so out of reach. Like, I don't understand, if Bitcoin is, if one Bitcoin is worth, you know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, then how can I play? How can I get started with it? Now, there are some people that come on in here and say, hey, it's 6, 7, 8,000. Great. Give me 3, give me 4, give me 5 Bitcoin and let me roll. And that is awesome. If that's where you are, you go and you play in that level, you play in that space. But most folks are just now starting to hear about Bitcoin, and they don't know what to do or where to get started. So what I want to tell you is that Bitcoin is available up until the millionth part of Bitcoin. So just because one is valued right now at 7,000 or 8,000 or what have you, it doesn't mean that you can't get a portion of Bitcoin. You can, and you can get $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. You can get $500 worth of a Bitcoin. You can get $50 worth of a Bitcoin. And if you'd like to see some of the trades, the thing about Bitcoin that's so cool and so amazing is that all of the transactions of Bitcoin are recorded. So if I go and I buy $250 worth of Bitcoin today, there's going to be a ledger that records my purchase. So if you want to see all the purchases and things that are going on in Bitcoin, go to the website fiatleak.com. That's fiatleak.com. And you can see all the transactions that are happening. It's very, very cool. But what we want you to understand is that though there are much more aggressive forms of Bitcoin, you can get and take Bitcoin as if it's a savings account. And you can just begin to acquire pieces of Bitcoin, which is why we've got this picture right here, which you can begin to just acquire some Bitcoin, make it like a savings account, and just watch it and keep it growing in that way. Now, let me see what my next slide says. Or you can decide to take the red pill like Neo here and step out and start to create your own economy and have your Bitcoin multiply. And so there's a couple places that you can go. So if you want to take the savings approach and just go, you know what, I just want to get some and I want to acquire some on a consistent basis, I'm all for that. I truly, truly am. And there's a couple of sites that you can use. You can go to coinmama.com, or you can go to coinbase.com. CoinMama or Coinbase. And what we found is that CoinMama's fees are a little bit higher than Coinbase. Now you'll need to do two things. Once you go there, and you can just purchase just like you would, you use your ATM debit card or your credit card to make your Bitcoin purchases. You can get them in the amount that you want, whether it's $50, $100, $2,000 US dollars. You can go and make that purchase there. What you will also need to do is get another separate wallet that will hold your Bitcoin. So you make your purchase in one spot and then you transfer it to your own private wallet. Now, I recommend that you use BitPay. Hopefully you can see that. And you can get an app right on your phone. Can you see that? You can get an app right on your phone, and it actually stores your Bitcoin on the app. So right now my Bitcoin is on my phone. So don't try to come from my phone. Don't try to come from my phone. My Bitcoin is actually stored there. It's called BitPay, BITPAY.com. That is probably one of the best wallets. You can download it on your phone, and you can just keep checking your phone every time you want to put some more Bitcoin in your wallet. So you buy it at Coinbase or CoinMama, and then you transfer it to your wallet, okay? So not holding anything back. This is how you guys acquire whatever amount of Bitcoin you want. Now, there's some other things that you can do that are more aggressive. Like I already told you. Oops, let me just make sure everything's cool here. That you can do that are more aggressive. But if you want to hear about a really simple, fun strategy that we sort of just came up with, and we thought this will work. Whoops, hold on. Woo, there we go. That this will work for most people because it's really simple, and it involves just sharing. That's why we put this video together. So just sharing what's possible. Let's see what my next slide is looking like. La, la, la. I'm checking my notes, making sure I cover everything. Okay, so we're proposing a slightly different strategy. Let's see what we got next. Another beautiful Bitcoin slide. So what if, I'm coming. So we're proposing a slightly different strategy. What if you could take $199 and have two avenues of multiplying your Bitcoin almost daily at minimal risk? Wouldn't that be a good deal? I mean, seriously, like that's like the best thing going. Like you could have two companies working for you simultaneously while both are increasing your Bitcoin. To me, and for $199, you can transform that into $1,500 worth of Bitcoin very, very quickly. Let me show you how. Let's say there's a company out there that will let you purchase gold and silver for $199, but pay you commissions in Bitcoin just about daily. And we're going to call this company A, as you can see on our screen. So when you're in company A, it looks like this. There's you. And there are some people that you share this with, that you share this video with, and they say, hey, I want that spot. I want a spot in this thing too, so I can start to make some extra cash flow, extra Bitcoin. Company A will let you purchase gold and silver, which is always good, and also let you get paid commissions for sharing this idea with some other people. So now as you see my screen filling in and filling out, check this out. So you see Sue and Mike, they might be your two best friends, and you say, hey, Sue, Mike, you guys got to check this crazy girl out on YouTube. She did this video, and she wants to show us how to start to get educated on Bitcoin, how we acquire Bitcoin, and now how we multiply it. And so we are now in the multiplication phase, and that is the best phase. Oh my gosh. So I told you how to acquire it, gave you a little bit of background education on it. And now let me show you. When you bring and share this with Sue and Mike, and then they share it with a few people, you can see that you would get $250 worth of Bitcoin. And do you see where it says daily pay? So as soon as that is acquired, $250 is going to show up in Bitcoin in your e-wallet. Remember when we talked about BitPay? It's going to show up there. And as we keep sharing this and sharing this and sharing this with people, it's going to keep growing. You're going to get another $250 worth of Bitcoin. And as this whole grid gets filled up, and you don't have to do it all yourself, but we're just all going to keep sharing, and we're going to keep adding these names. And as we get there, you can get down here, and you see that you get $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. And what did you do? You just shared the education. You just shared how to acquire, and you shared how to multiply. That's all you did, and you are going to start to reap the benefits of just sharing this with other people. I mean, it's like so easy, it's so fun. It's like, guys, let's take advantage of this new economy and start to create our own. How awesome is that? Okay, I'm starting to get excited, but I got to get this message to you. Okay, so from there, what would happen if we took the same folks that are with us in company A and took a portion of our Bitcoin, say this first level here, take a portion of our Bitcoin and put it in company, let's call it B, what would happen? We'll take that same portion and we'll keep the same folks, and we'll have two streams working for us at the same time. Still you, still Sue and Mike, still Jane, Ron, Alice, and Larry, everybody doing the same thing. The cool thing is that company B almost pays, I won't say almost, but it pays instantly. So you've got one company that's going to pay you daily, and you got another company that's going to pay you instantly. Now, it doesn't get much better than daily and instant. You see what I'm saying? I'm okay with daily and instant increase and multiplication. And so as you keep that same formation, you know, I was watching Mighty Ducks earlier, and they were talking about the reason that ducks are so powerful is that they stay in the same formation. Well, there you go. We're going to keep the same formation. And because we're doing it, and because we're sharing, and because we're filling in these spots, you guys are going to start to earn Bitcoin, and it's going to be multiplied. So can you say multiplied daily and then multiplied instantly? But for that same 199, like, you're not going to have to come out of your pocket any more than you already do. And so guess what we're doing? I love it. I love it. I love it. Guess what we're doing? I sort of call this Operation Multiplication, but we're not getting started with this whole program until December 1st. So you have time. If you're watching this, it's still sometime in November, because I'll create another video in December, but we're using this to share it with as many people as possible. And so guess what, guys? I just thought of Operation Multiplication. From now until the end of November, beginning of December, when we turn the faucet on, you and start to get that instant pay and that daily pay from two places, we are just filling in those spots. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back so you can just see this. Oh, show up, please. Hang on. Right. So you see how we have all these names filled in? We still have space, and we still have room to work with you and your friends and your family. And all you have to do is let us know that, hey, you see that spot where Jane is? I want that spot, or I want Sue's spot, or I want Ron's spot. I want a spot in Operation Multiplication, because I want to do this very simple, fun thing where we can start to create and share and help people begin to create their own economy. Because I'm promising you, this economic revolution is not going to be televised, and you definitely want to be a part of it. And so all you got to do is let us know that you want a spot, and we will put your name in a spot that no one else can have but you. And so how do you get in touch with me? How do you let us know that you want to be a part of this Operation Multiplication? This is what you do. If you are seeing this on Facebook, I want you to just shoot me a message with your email and your phone number so that I can put you in the spot, and I know that that's you. And then I want you to share this video with as many people as possible. I know it's goofy. I know, you know what? It's just this crazy woman on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this. But get me a message. And if you're seeing this outside of the Facebook realm, text me your info to 805-399-0299. Text me your info and say, hey, Kim, I got to have a spot, and my people got to have a spot. So if you want to text me your name and your info, your cell number, your email, so that we can stay in touch with you, do that. And if people are coming that you've sent this to, make sure they just say, hey, Kim, you know, Marie sent me, and my name is here, and I want a spot right under Marie. And we'll pencil you in, and we'll keep this going until December 1st, and we'll be all filled in and all filled up. All those spaces and names will be full, and we will turn on the faucets, and you will start to multiply in Bitcoin like you have never imagined. And you will be able to benefit and have your own economy. And let me tell you something, this Christmas will be a great Christmas, because what if you have a Bitcoin Christmas and it's all taken care of by the profits and the multiplication that you get from Bitcoin? I'm telling you guys, it's so possible. It's almost too easy. All we got to do is share this with a couple people that we love, a couple people that we want to see increase and prosper, that aren't afraid to share with a few more people. Because I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin is where you're going to be. It's scheduled to be worth over $10,000 going into 2018, and you want to already have some, and you want to already have some Bitcoin multiplying. for you, making your money work for you. So for that 199 one time, it's going to be so worth it to see what happens for you and your family and your friends. Okay. And so I hope I got all that information out. I hope that was clear. I pray that it was clear, and I pray that you are understanding why you've got to get on board with Operation Multiplication coming December 1st. And we're turning on the faucets for you and your own home and personal economy. Now, if you guys are in the Orlando area, which is where I am, I need you to text me so I can get you some information about some live meetings that are going on. You guys are you're gonna want to be a part of this movement of things that are getting ready to take place. So let's get on board with Operation Multiplication. You'll be so glad you did. So I think that is going to do it for me. God bless you guys. Can't wait to work with you and share with you and increase with you. It's going to be a great, great holiday season. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you soon.